Hello everyone, and welcome to your weekly tarot messages for all the signs for the week of Monday the 6th till Sunday the 12th of December. So we are officially in eclipse season. It was building up for a while, and now we have energies that's going to be lasting for the next 6 months. And I wonder what the card messages has to say for you all. Before I do the general tarot for all the signs, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And feel free to write comments on how the week has gone for you as well. So I'm going to do a guided message reading. I'm going to be using the Moon Oracle cards. So the first message that we have on a general collective for everyone, the first card we have is Surrender to the Divine. So it's basically, guys, just saying that whatever comes up during the week, surrender to it, because it could be life-changing. There could also be some, truths coming out that need to be come out. There's also going to be some changes that are going to be happening generally in your life. And in the beginning, it may not seem like it's life-changing or it's going to be working for you, but in the end, it will work. So the first message is a full moon card, actually, and the full moons are about releasing. So it's about releasing anything that's in your life, whether it's a bad habit, a relationship, a friendship, a goal, anything that needs to be released and surrender to it, because there's new beginnings going to be happening. The second card we have is it's time to release negativity, and it's a full moon in Scorpio oracle. So any negativity that's coming up as well, it's time to release. It's time to work with it. The full moon in Scorpio card is also a time of deep transformation. So a lot of us could be working with like our shadow selves. We could be doing lots of cleansing rituals, working with crystals, working with, essential oils to help ground us. It could be extremely emotional. It could also be very, it's a cleansing time during the week. So releasing any negativity that you feel is stifling you in any way. And it's not to say it's going to be easy. Sometimes when we're releasing something that we believe that we need in our lives, it takes a while. So, be kind to yourself, work with your energy, and, it's best to do bits like little drips. It's like the tap, like drip, 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 drip. Do something each day, and eventually you'll be releasing it. The third card we have is Show the World the Real You. It's a full moon in Aquarius card. So a lot of full moons this week, guys. So once you work with, surrendering to the divine, releasing negativity, then you can show the world the real you. You could also show a new side that you've always had within you to the world, but also showing it to yourself, because how you feel and your happiness is extremely important. So this week is very much a time of releasing. It's also a time of new energies coming in, and also a time, because we are in Sagittarius season, it's also a time of being honest with yourself. Sagittarius is about honesty. It's about saying things that are not being said. And also when things come up, when energies come up, when emotions come up, be honest. It's all about honesty this week. And the fact that we have pure full moons to work with for the whole week is, I'm also seeing, another thing I'm also seeing is that, there can be, emotionally, especially if these cards emotionally, we could also feel quite drained, extremely drained, extremely emotional, with tears, there could also be some aggression that's coming up as well. And it's not to say it's good or bad. It's just sometimes this is just how we feel. And also feel that it's very important that you are around people that love and care for you. And also, you know, doing lots of self-care rituals will be very important. So another thing I would also say, and also because we're coming up to, you know, Christmas is not far away, and nor is 2022. You know, some of you have probably already done this already, but some of you are already thinking of, you know, I feel like this and I don't know what to do. So listening to your intuition, listening to what your intuition is saying is going to be extremely beneficial. And, you know that each day during this week that, you know, your moods, your energies can be very up and down. One minute you're happy, go lucky. The next minute you're just, you know, sad and crying. Next minute you're just in between. That's all about the cleansing that's going to be happening this week. So very much a cleansing week for everyone. So let's get on to the signs now, shall we? And let's start off with Sagittarius, because, you know, you are the star of the show. So Sagittarius, you're the star of the show. I'm going to constantly say that because you are the star of the show. The first card that you have is the Knight of Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles is about good news, you know. So I feel a lot of you are really bursting with pride, energy, you know, satisfaction. There's a lot of commitment you guys are making towards people, but also making towards yourself. I feel some of the energies is very much of a party theme that's coming up for a lot of you. I'm going to say Aquarius. A lot of you Sagittarians, you are definitely on the roll. You're definitely on the ball. You know, it feels like things are actually coming together. Obviously, the eclipse is in your sign, so you are going to be, you know, definitely planning for the next 6 months. There's people you want to see, there's places you want to be, there's also places that you would like to travel. And of all those, traveling may be quite restricted somehow. You're going to make an effort to do something very different for yourself. So if that means you being around different people, researching, reading, also wrapping up anything that's to do with like work that you no longer need as well. Or I feel some of you are going to be doing lots of reading. Could be researching, reading about different countries. You know, your mind is definitely wants to really travel. And another thing I see is that some of you guys are going to be in contact with, you know, friends and family. I feel that some of this is energies to do with like planning, like when it comes to like Christmas, it could be a Christmas party, you know, but the energy is very positive. The energy, you know, you're not going to let anything dampen your spirit. So yes, that's for you, Sagittarius. The next card we have is Capricorn, and you have the Three of Wands. And for you, Capricorn, you know, we are easing into your, you know, the sun's not going into your sign for now, but I feel that you're actually getting ready. There's things that you're doing behind the scenes that may or may not be seen by people. And, you know, the Three of Wands is about achievement and for the future. So I feel a lot of you are definitely looking forward to the future, but also I feel a lot of you, some of you Capricorns are also, you know, there is, again, I feel that there's a lot of, I feel for most of the sign, but for you Capricorns, I feel there's a lot of wrapping up that's going to be done. And I feel some of you are actually really looking to leave like a situation. And this week you could be in free minds about things. But once you make up your mind, that's going to be like the end result. So, you know, and I feel that some of you Capricorns are going to be doing a lot of work, not only behind the scenes, but doing lots of like work by yourself. You don't want to be distracted or disturbed. It feels like the things around you are extremely busy. It's like very like tacitomania, the energy, whether you're at work in the office or you're working from home, or, you know, it could be like family around you, could be kids around you making noise, but you're very determined to you know, sort out what you want, especially for next year. Next year is going to be a whirlwind for you. Aquarius, you have the Ace of Swords. So for you, Aquarius, this week is you want your mindset to be very clear. You know, you want clear communication. You want, you know, no disturbances. You want everything to be quick and sharp. Ace of Swords is actually a lovely card for you, Sagittarius, because it's a new mindset. You know, there's things that are on your mind that are also coming together. Lots of brand new communication, I find that there's contracts being signed. There's not going to be any craziness going on. Things are very sharp and they're very sharp. So for you, Aquarius, you know, anything that you want, and I feel for you, Aquarius, anything you're actually thinking about can really happen. The Ace of Swords is also about major breakthroughs. So if there was any like miscommunication anyway from like the past, and this also could be when we had the Mercury retrograde happening. I know that's a bit far away, but now things are coming together. There's going to be a lot of, you know, friends opening up. There's going to be lots of new organizations opening up for you. And, you know, you may be quite overwhelmed with what's going on. But deep down, I feel that a lot of you wanted all of this to happen as well. So major breakthroughs, major opportunities coming for you, Aquarius. Pisces. Ooh, you have the Wheel of Fortune. So it feels like this week there's so many breakthroughs, well, so far. So with you having the Wheel of Fortune, Pisces, there are things that you've always wanted better in your life. You know, you've waited a long time, and this week is that major breakthrough. And that I feel is because, you know, you had the nodes that were in your like sign, and it made you really like release. Some of you may decided that you didn't want certain things when it comes to career, relationships, and you're concentrating on the more internal, but now things are more external. So there's major changes that are coming, and I feel that you guys can be very open to them. With the Wheel of Fortune, sometimes we could like try to control the changes that are happening. But this week, and I believe it's because, you know, you have the 10th house action, especially the solar eclipse. And now things are going the way that it actually should. Some of you may have a bit of an inkling of how it's going to be, but then I feel that you guys might be surprised. So if some of you are continuing to be very open-minded to what's going on, continue. If some of you have a bit of an inkling, you're trying to control it, see what happens. But it does feel like it's actually good news. And this good news has been, you know, some of you have seeking this good news for a very long time, and now it actually comes. Aries, you have the 8 of Cups. So the 8 of Cups is about moving away from a situation and trying to find something better. So for you, Aries, your mindset is about the future. It's no longer the past. Some of you could have been, your heads could have very been much in the past about situations. But now there's a positivity. There's a new mindset. There's also for you, Aries, that you no longer want to be stagnated in a role, and now you're looking for something better. And this, especially this solar eclipse in your 9th house, is showing you, if you expand your mind, you could envision things that you never even envisioned in your life. So there's nothing wrong with holding on to something, Aries, but also it's about seeing, if you go looking for something different, then you're going to be majorly surprised. So you are leaving an old situation and going to a new way. Taurus, you have the Death card. So you are, Taurus, doing that deep transformation. You know, we've just left the lunar eclipse that's in your sign. We are going into this month. We are going into the North Node, which is in your, you know, your sign. So I feel a lot of you Taurians are leaving a job or looking or finalizing details, like finalizing contracts. You are also transforming the way you are, the way you act, the way you eat, your physical body. The transformation is actually happening, but it's actually slow burn. And you guys are, some of you could be quite scared about your future, but some of you are actually really wanting to release and wanting something different in your life. And this week you're going to be seeing it. Also for you Taurus is that, you know, some of you could actually be quite stubborn with, you know, the changes that are happening. And, you know, the changes I do feel is very much internal, but you could be putting like this like control about when it comes to like your career. Let it go, okay? Or try to let it go, because your life is changing, and this week you're going to start seeing an inkling of that change of life. Gemini, you have the Page of Pentacles. Now for you Gemini, the Page of Pentacles it's a very positive card, but also it's a card that you have to be mindful of heading too fast, saying yes to everything, because, you know, we have this, you know, the solar eclipse is affecting your 7th house in relationships. So I feel that some of you, there's a huge excitement that's going on, and you're saying yes to everything. It's almost, I feel this, I can see lots of giggling going on, lots of yes, I'll do this all now, I'll do this all now. But there's not a lot of reading of the small print. And yes, it could be to do with like money as well. So, you know, read the small print, because a lot of you are very determined. And remember, the nodes are finished in your sign. It's going into your 12th house. So it's about listening to your intuition. But also, you know, there's nothing wrong with you being ambitious, you know, because you constantly want to move forward. So anything that needs to be signed, anything that you are excited about, it's all about stepping back, listening to intuition and reading the small print. Cancer, you have the 5 of Wands, and the 5 of Wands is about you having the support you needed. It's about going into battle. So Cancers, this is a major turning point for a lot of you when it comes to yourself. Okay, some of you, I feel some of you probably felt very lonely, not really understood, the things that weren't really going your way. But I feel that there's people coming to you, Cancer, now. There's support coming to you. If you've done a lot of work, because, you know, they've got the sun in your 6th house and the solar eclipse. If you've done a lot of work on yourself and your physical appearance, like on a general basis, you're going to start seeing results. I also feel a lot of you Cancers may start making new friends. These friends could definitely be online. These friends could be from far away as well. But it's, you know, remember Cancer, you've put a lot of work in. When you put work in, Cancers, as you all know, you know, you get, you know, it's about victory. This card is about victory. Okay. And even if you've got any challenges that come this week, towards the end, you will start seeing tangible results. Leo, you have the Knight of Cups. Now, the Knight of Cups, Leo, you know, because, you know, I feel a lot of the fire signs actually are very excited, you know, and you guys don't really like when things are quite stagnated, or, you know, things are just too, you know, not saying not too emotional, but you just want things to keep moving. You want, you know, you want to see things. So the Knight of Cups, it's, you know, it's about messages. So there could be, I feel there's a lot of messages that are coming, because, you know, you got this solar eclipse in your 5th, and you got the, you know, the sun in your 5th as well. So there could be some proposals for Leos. You know, there could be some good news when it comes to like your children, if you have any. There could be good news about yourself as well. But also I do feel that a lot of you are going to be feeling, you know, there can be some emotional attachments that happen this week. But that's because, you know, you're a sensitive person, you know, you have a big heart. So I feel for a lot of you Leos, there is a lot of niceness happening. You know, there's a lot of you speaking to friends and, you know, also your family, and, you know, looking at when you're going to see each other. You know, also, nothing can actually stand in your way. If anyone's going to like dampen your spirit, Leo, you know, that's going to be gone very quickly, because you are in a safe, happy place. And I feel a lot of you are going to be doing pretty much some creative work, or wrapping up some creative work and starting on like new projects. And also I feel that your intuition is also going to play like a huge part in this as well. You're listening to your heart, and you're listening to what's going on inside, and you're going to be emoting it. And it could be on paper, it could be, you know, singing, dancing. You guys are on a roll this week. Virgo, you have the Queen of Swords. So a lot of you Virgos are, you know, I feel a lot of you Virgos, and, you know, obviously I'm picking up from the eclipses as well, but I feel a lot of you Virgos are, you know, you guys want a bit of peace now. You guys want a bit of peace, but there's also some niggling issues that you have to contend and deal with. And this could be from the home. I do feel a lot of it's from like work. You know, there could be people like bosses asking you to do this and do this and do this. And for some reason, I don't know which day it will be, but this week, some of you Virgos are just going to be very snappy. Very snappy. You don't want to be bothered. You know, there's things that you have on your mind that you want to complete, and you don't want to be disturbed. So a lot of you may be that that Queen of Wands, and lo behold, the person that disturbed you, Virgo. But still, this Queen of Wands is about having a strong mind. So if you feel that you're being, some people are like asking you to do more, it's about saying no and meaning no. And even if you do come across as aggressive, or come across as too, people think that, oh my God, I'm taken aback by your attitude. That is just the way it is sometimes, Virgo. So speak your truth. Don't be afraid to say no. Don't also be afraid to, have time to yourself for peace and quiet. And sometimes, Virgos, this week, don't be afraid just to do nothing. Because if your energy's dipping, that's when it's time to rest. Libra, you have the King of Cups. So a time, Libra, that I feel a lot of you are going to be resting. You know, it's like when you come home from work, it's about, I just don't want to say anything. I just want to rest. And I feel for a lot of you Librans, there is a time that you guys will be, I feel that some of you Librans really want to like change something within your relationship. Relationships playing a big theme for a lot of you Librans. There could be lots of communication that's going on. But I feel that some of you actually want to take your relationship to the next level. And this King of Cups is actually a Scorpion card. So some of you Librans may have Scorpion moon or rising. So, so it feels very emotional for a lot of you Librans. But you guys are really focusing on relaxing, being with your partner and being with your family, and doing the love thing, if you know what I mean. So it's very much a time to just, just kick back and relax, watch TV, have some nice food, and just enjoy it. Last but not least, we have Scorpio. And you have the 10 of Swords, Scorpio. And I keep saying this, whenever I see this card, it's like but the 10 of Swords, it's about, on one hand, it feels very harsh, but on the other hand, it's about things are really changing and really ending. Like Taurus, there are new beginnings happening. But also, I feel some of you are going to be doing things very drastically. Okay, there's a new cycle coming for you guys, and it's about breaking. It's about so I feel some of you have made promises, but now you're breaking it because it's no longer aligned with you. And I feel that some of this can definitely cause drama and arguments, but you are very still in your mind that no, this is what I want. This week is very much about what you want. So it's about you tying up loose ends. Sometimes, you know, you're one of the most low signs of the zodiac. You don't like to break promises, but if it's not going to be benefiting you in any way, Scorpio, this is what you're going to be having to do. So it's very much a time for a big clean break. And also, Scorpion, watch, I feel for a lot of you, watch how people's reactions are, because their reactions can be very telling. You know, whatever you say this week, I feel it's very important, because what people say afterwards or how they act, whether they are stabbing you in the back, like the Ten of Swords, or, you know, whether they're shocked, you know, basically just watch people's reactions this week, Scorpio, because how people act in situations is always the truth. Okay, so guys, that was your weekly tarot for all the signs. Like, again, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and also let me know how the week has gone for you. Feel free. And thank you very much, guys, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye.